Hello and welcome to today's collective video. I'm going to check out who you are as a person, as a soul, as your own essence of life, and seeing how revolutionary you really are, because you are point blank a revolutionary person. Like, when usually a person would be looking at someone and think this about them, they look at you, they think you're like a certain way, and then you prove them wrong by being who you are naturally. And there's something about, it's like the whole societal taboo of you looking a certain way. You break the stigma, you break the taboo, you change people's understanding of how someone who looks like you on the outside lives life. And it's something where you are helping the future in other people's life in the future. The more that you show who you are in the natural sense, and it's like proving the doubters wrong, if you will. And it's like the truth of who you are will always be revealed in the future because you stick to who you are. And that's something that is so revolutionary right now in this day and age. This video, I'm hoping, will really help encourage you to perceive yourself in a way where it's optimistically, like you are your soul supporter. You're the supporter for your soul. When you express yourself in the day-to-day, right, you have the chance, the opportunity to express yourself authentically. And this means that sometimes you have to talk about things that would be hard for you. But there's something about the more that you talk in an honest tone, in a truthful tone, the more it will be easier for you to talk your talk. Once you're done, you hear whatever the recipient has to say, or whatever it is, that's the feedback. And then I'm getting that you've really gone through this internal like guidance system of knowing like what is for you and knowing what isn't for you. And then on top of that, I'm getting knowing what isn't for you. You found a way to release it, forgive yourself of it, relieve yourself of it, thus allowing you to be free of one less worry, if you will. One less perspective of who you are in life, where that perspective other than your own isn't right. You're able to, I'm getting a lot more, discern yourself through the whole ebbs and flow of really frustrating moments when other people try to take control of your story by them bringing on their own story onto you. And so I'm getting, it's like people in their shadow form when they're giving you the gift of insecurity, if you will, where they would basically like call you out on something, on your behavior or something. And it's something where the tone of theirs is trying to belittle you and your authenticity, your embodiment in the moment. And there's something where it's like you found a way to, how would I put this? You found a way to forgive those who do you wrong in that moment, and allow yourself to still be true to who you are in that moment. And it's so beautiful because you're like balancing out this really, really like, I'm getting it's like a childhood conditioning of responding to demands of others who conditioned you certain ways, and you're honoring yourself in ways where it would be like healing in those areas where other people have really put their like insecurities on you, their shadow like qualities on you. So there's something about the response time with others when it comes to their insecurities is like a lot slower. Like you are really digesting what you are kind of intaking. You're observing more than anything what goes through your mind, the thoughts, and then also how your vibe, how your mood, your emotions shift, how you feel about yourself in the moment shift when you deal with people who are thus, like I was talking about, those kind of people. Because there's always going to be people who are trying to irritate you, trying to frustrate you. And it's something where it's you honoring yourself in the moment is allowing you to feel the confidence of controlling the situation that you have control of. When you are responding, when you are reacting, my friends, and this is good for me too to realize, is when you respond and react, that is your way of showing how much you have control over the situation when it comes to, is the environment overtaking you or are you overtaking the environment? I'm getting that, yeah, there's something about, ooh, okay, a little burp, okay, and then, yeah, my solar plexus is definitely, and it's like a very cool, it reminds me of mint or something. Wow, do you, oh my gosh, y'all, like, okay, let me just get the cards out. We got the Sun, St. John's Wort, oh nice, and then Six of Air, cattail. Yeah, I'm getting playful with the cattail for sure. In the Sun, I'm getting, it's like how you choose to respond and react to these situations that are irritating your authentic embodiment in the moment. Like, I'm getting, you walk into a room and your energy is set where it's like very authentic. Like you are pretty much the unicorn of authenticity for those around you, okay? Let me tell you that. Like, people dream and wish to be who you are naturally, okay? Keep that in mind. People dream and wish to be who you are naturally, because it's you accepting your authenticity like it is what it is. Okay? I don't know how else to say it. It's interesting. I don't know, but it's something about if you can allow yourself to just say it is what it is when it comes to other people's hate and what it does to you. If you don't care about it, there's a lot less weight to it that it comes onto your life and your embodiment, which is interesting because I'm getting that's kind of what we have to do with other people who choose to not like who you are authentically. Like you just have to come to accept it, because the more that you try to integrate your own curiosity into their story, it's kind of like how my hands just folded in on each other. And then it's kind of like a book. Like imagine this is like a book now, right? So it's very much so I'm getting, when it comes to other people, make sure that you are aware of how much you're allowing yourself in the moment, in the curious moment, if you will. I mean, cattail, like, I know it's, you know, think very broad with this, but the whole metaphor, cats, something about like curiosity killed the cat. And then also on top of that, there's like 9 lives that a cat lives. I don't know if that's like a metaphor, if that's a story, I don't know what, but it's like something I've heard over and over again. And I'm getting that this is where it's like you learning the lesson of curiosity, all right? There's great power with curiosity and being able to have the courage to see what is the unknown. You're like, oh my gosh, you're like seeing something you've never seen before and you're like, I really want to investigate. You're like, tell me more. But there's something about needing to understand. I don't know if it's something where it's like how much you like let, I don't know. There's something, let me see about going to more cards. Let me go to that. Oh man. When I'm patient, I let the universe do for me what I cannot do for myself. Right. So it's like that, where it's like, okay, so there's nothing more in your mind that you can like come and think of. It's something about rationalizing the facts that you know specifically. And I'm getting that when it comes to group known facts about life, we're more so steering away from that, and you're in your own ship. Okay. It can be an outer spaceship. It can be a ship on water. It can be like a car. A car is a ship on land. All right. Anyone think of that? Yeah. The captain in my seat is me. I don't know. Anyway. But yeah, think like, for instance, what we're doing now is you're like learning to drive your vehicle, right? Your vehicle is your body. Okay. Everyone has their own vehicles. Every vehicle is different, okay? And how you take care of your vehicle is, like, I'm getting, like, if you're able to focus on that in the moment, there's going to be a lot of revolutionary ways where you can, if you will, like, play around and be curious. And it's like something to do with how you show who you are with others. Ooh, okay, so hear me out when I say this. Collective member, you are incredible. You are a star. You are sensational, and the world needs to see it, all right? I need to see it. I'm like, I don't know where I am, okay? But I am here right now with you, and I'm feeling your energy, and I'm like, yes, 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 yes. So there's something about allowing yourself to have the world see who you are. And it's through a very patient way of showing yourself, where it's like day to day, right? You make a plan, and it might be the night before, might be a couple days before, might be the day of, you know, in the moment, right? But there's something about you day to day being who you are authentically. Excuse me. And trusting that that's what you need to do right now. You're going to see a lot of different things outside of you happen, where it's like you really wanted that to happen, and it did happen, okay? The universe powerfully responds the instant I realign with love. There is some beautiful, beautiful energy that I'm getting is like bubbling up, all right? It's like lava. This love is definitely a love, yeah, that would destroy civilizations. Okay, hear me out. You're like Helen of Troy, and you would literally cause cities to like battle each other because of your essence of beauty. So I'm getting that you're authentically a very beautiful essence, a very beautiful embodiment that, I don't know, is like, I don't know, but like basically it's like the world needs you and your beauty and your authenticity. There's something about you seeing it within yourself is like the cherry on top that would literally bring everything, like make you eat dessert, you know what I mean? Finish you off. Okay, that's a little, all right, let's go back to the PG. Yeah. Okay. Ooh, okay, so like I'm getting something about you being in the energy of love and the whole like flirting with life. I'm sorry, I am here for it. Like literally, y'all, I'm getting that the reading, what I'm being told to emphasize is to be a little bit naughty. Like, Santa baby, coming down the chimney tonight. Ba-da-da. There's a lot of different energies that I'm getting right now that are coming at you in terms of be feeling the holiday spirit. And when I say energies coming towards you, I'm getting a lot of people. Specifically, like a lot of people where I don't know, it's something about like seeing you the way that they see you. I'm getting like just warm, cozy, fuzzy, like the way that you authentically are is needed so much in these people's lives. Like you are a source of fire, like lava, okay? Like, and it's not during the summertime, it's during the winter time, okay? So I'm getting that what you do for people that I like am seeing you and like through their eyes is this really warmth that adds a very awesome value in the moment, in the day. And there's something about this very beautiful concept of value in the moment, in the day, during the day. So think of you, right? You have so much value, like within your individualness, what you bring to the table, what you can put on that board, what you can do with our project of life, okay? We're in this together, all right? Think of this like everyone living right now as we're all doing like a school project in its life. And it's what you bring to the table in the moment, how you show up for yourself in the moment is so beautiful, especially when you're able to be aware in terms. I'm getting that when it comes to patience, this is, I don't know exactly, I don't know if I don't really have a deck that would get me there. Maybe the animals one, but I'm getting that when it comes to patience, because I want to figure out what form of patience we're like talking with. Because like there are so many different examples that are coming to my mind, but I'm getting it's something about trusting. All right, hear me out when I say this. Trusting in the outcome. Trusting in the flow of whatever it is that you're doing in the moment, how you're going, right? You're like, boom, 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 we're going that way. And there's something about, you're like, okay, all right, here we go. And it's really beautiful because I'm getting that, like what you bring to the table is so needed as a reminder of others, of like, also them not being able to see, yeah, something about love within their life. It's something about you showing others how you love your life by like what you do day to day too, is and like the way that you heal yourself now is such a really warm like reminder of other people being able to do that for themselves, which is really beautiful. Because putting oneself first is pretty hard, you know. Maybe that's what really the patience is all about right now, is to put yourself first. We have stick and sect, stillness, awareness, discernment, and composure. So definitely patience in terms of still, in terms of observing and then responding instead of judging and reacting. Yeah, that's kind of like a really great way to really see the difference between reacting and then between responding. Responding, you have to observe, and this does take time. Like you have to first go within when it comes to responding. Reacting is more so, how would I put it? You feel a sense of fear, and this fear is telling you that your authentic embodiment in the moment is being attacked in a certain way. I'm getting that a lot of these attacks also have to do with like your mental direction of thoughts and what emotions also is included with fear. That's like kind of mini energy boosters for the fear. And I will say that this isn't like, it's perfect that you're going through this, because this is like a beautiful example of human beings, right? And how reminding ourselves that we are control, or that we within ourselves, that is what we can control in the situations that do bring out fear within us. Reminding yourself with like, and it's like re-empowering yourself as well. There's something about also, yeah, I'm getting like just being patient and allowing yourself to stick to your guns, like to stick to how you wanted to, how would I put this? Stick to your perceived plan, prepared plan in terms of your previous intention before the fear came on board. Or I'm getting something also before the fear was like stirred up, because it's something where it's outside of you, like an outside element that is disrupting your present embodiment in the moment. And so that's where like that fear comes up. We have koala, calm perspective, imagination, and ease. So I'm getting, it's like this very interesting, like what you're going through right now is also something to do with getting familiar with your fear and understanding. I'm getting something about like fear that you, how would I put this? I want to be careful with it. It's like this fear that you know that you can do something about in terms of like what you can do. And then this is like a fear also of, oh gosh, I don't know. It's like something, it's not like, it's like maybe needing extra help from others around you that you trust, I guess, like an outside source that you trust. I wonder if it's, oh, I wonder if this is like you connecting more to authentic, trustful outside sources, where it's like you're able to, I guess, really tell your fear to these like I'm getting like gods, goddesses, deities, entities, people, like anything outside of you. There's something about you like sharing with others, I guess, like your fears. And there's something about this whole experience of relating with others. I'm getting like maybe with people specifically, where it like helps you feel a lot more connected with others in terms of relating through something fearful. And it's like the whole relating part is also allowing you to find peace and balance, that you're not alone in the matter of fear that you have and you hold. Yeah. All right, we have Vajra Varahi, enlightened sky dancer of the Kundalini. What ignites the fire inside you? Look within. Ooh, okay. So one thing that the fear, since I don't know why, but I'm going in on that fear, okay? It's something to do with your authentic fire of life. Oh my gosh, like you set the world ablaze. I'm getting the song, you set the world on fire. Something like that. I think it's like an older song, but there's something about how you Yeah, living your life authentically is just igniting people who've been in the ice age a bit too long. Like, that was literally the pose that I had. Oh my goodness. Okay. Flower, be honest with yourself. Ugh. Yeah. Man, that might be the more... What about that? I'm getting something about why is it that you got to be honest with yourself? What about being honest with yourself? There's something about it. What about being honest with yourself? I know it has to do something with fear. When I said that, all the cards be flying. Okay, chill out. Chill out. Jeez. Huh. Something where it's like you taking advantage of modern technology. Hear me out. You taking advantage of modern technology, allowing yourself to express your authentic opinions of life in like this interesting creative way that is also within your family's genetic ancestral history or whatever, where it's like you have your family has a certain creative ability and you tap into it in a way where it's like aligning with ancient ancestors, relatives, like within your family, through the grapevine of the tree, I don't know, the tree roots, right? You have really, it's like something of you connecting more with yourself connects you more with this ancient ancestral trait that allows you to feel like part of the world in a way where it's like the world needed you in this moment, even now more, even now more so, even more so now. Here we go. Lioness, you've earned all your stripes. There's nothing more that you need to do to be who you are. You being who you are in the moment, you being like, this is what I want to do. Following that is what you need to be doing. Okay, that's it. Point blank, period. Prosperity and abundance on your way. Okay, boom. All right, you following what you got to be doing, which is you being you. You got that money coming. You got the value rising, because the more that you honor yourself, the more you do that, you're going to see the value of you in the moment, what you be bringing to the table. Gold. More valuable than gold. You are so rare. There's only one of you. There's only one of you in this reality alive, like as a human being. All right, you got so much power that is going to be like, not only are you going to tap into your own abundance, your own prosperity, but you're also going to show others how they can do that for themselves. And there's going to be something of like the future is going to be so prosperous and abundant for like everyone that scarcity is going to be something of the past, where it's like we're able to do so much more with what it is to like live life. And it's like the more that you express your authenticity, honor how you feel in the moment, like your embodiment, and being like, okay, is this my authentic embodiment? Do I feel off? You know, is there someone else's energy within me that I might have interacted with and I forgot to forgive? You know, it's kind of like, for instance, like if you have trash, like in, okay, let me just do me, okay? I put trash in my car, right? I like have a receipt and I throw it to the ground, you know what I mean? I have like a cup from McDonald's and I toss it to the side. It's things like that when it comes to interactions with other people and their energies, and how it's like that whole boom, you know what I mean? So there's something about you allowing yourself also day to day to become familiar with your authentic energy, your authentic embodiment. And this will allow you to, as you continue it, to become more of a master when it comes to transmuting, manipulating the energies of the environment in which you're in, and think that over time, the more you do this and the more you become master of your own authentic energy, the more that you will literally spread out your like power, your exposure, the more the world will feel your energy. And like, I'm telling you, you are world renowned, like energy holder, like you exist as you are for a reason. And man, I hope I can emphasize that more and more as we go, because the value is awesome. Like, ooh, ooh, ooh. And it is also in places where you have needed to heal that connection with yourself. Like, especially right now in places where you still know that you're not connected with yourself in the best of ways. You're not really making the choices that you really know you need to be making. There's something about you listening to yourself when it comes to how you need to kind of step forward. And there's something about how it's like you listening to yourself, like, I don't know if I can find it, but it's like something where the more that you listen to yourself, the more that you can become aware of what it is that's like your embodiment. Is it just you, or did you interact with someone who wasn't having the best of days? And you know what? That's okay. Like, everyone has days, you know what I mean? No matter what day a person's having, they're having a day. So it's best to just like focus on you and allow yourself to forgive like their energy. Allow yourself to forgive the whole, like, I'm getting like the whole going over and over in your mind, like trying to understand this whole experience of like interacting with someone and then leaving, and you're like not feeling great about yourself. You're like, why did I even interact with them? What is their deal? You know, you're trying to figure it out. And it's like this very analytical, logistical way of curiosity when it comes to, you have the superpower of perceiving others. And sometimes you're right, other times you might be let off, right? But there's something about using the superpower for yourself and allowing yourself to forgive using the superpower for anyone else, because it's you really thinking about other people, you thinking about other people in the way that they think about life, that drains your power, and then it enhances their power, which is like, okay, and everything. But the more that you allow yourself to focus on you in the moments where it's like frustrating with others, the more superpower you can power up yourself, because you're a superpower. Bazinga! Oh, what? Okay. Library, take control of your own narrative, right? Like, you are absolutely, oh boy, the world needs you to take over your life again, my friend. And I can't wait to see how you do it. But it is really allowing yourself to also be aware that you might be like intimidated on taking steps in like new directions that you're like, I don't know about. Something about you. Ooh, okay. I shouldn't have flipped it, but I should. Oh, well, I'll say it. Red, forgive. Okay, yeah. I'm getting it's something about when you get frustrated with others. There is some kind of like shift of victimization of yourself, where it's like you, I don't know how to put it. It's like you start to think more pessimistically, more scarcity mindset, And this is something where it's, you can break that sort of pattern by forgiving yourself and relieving yourself of the frustration itself, and trusting that whatever is frustrating you will be taken care of. And I'm getting it's not going to really be the 3D way of you perceiving this frustration. Like you're perceiving a frustrating matter with someone, but it's something where how you perceive it is not exactly how it really is in the whole entirety of it. So now you're like seeing it as this kind of frustrating way, right? Wait, like next year, you'll see it in a whole new perspective. And there's something about the way that you handle being like, okay, in a whole new year, I'm gonna see this matter in a whole new perspective. It's kind of like, all right, do you wanna wait a whole year for you to see this in a new perspective? Or do you wanna see this frustrating matter now in a new perspective, saving yourself time? Because we're always going to shift and see the world and see others differently, because we're given a lot of different experiences that make us see the world differently, because it's like kind of how the world wakes us up to who we are in the authentic, like superpower essence that we have as human beings. What we can do with our mind is like incredible. And that's like our mind, our focus of mind. It's like your focused mindset in the moment is like so crucial to get and be aware of. And that's what we're also going to be talking about. And then I'm going to end the video. But I hope you enjoyed it so far. Yeah. Hey. That one wanted to come out. Come out, wherever you are. Isn't that some like... Yeah, it's like a hide and seek. Huh. I wonder if we're gonna crack into something where it's like hide and seek, some kind of like really a dream come true. And it's something where it's like, instead of thinking that whatever is going to come out is going to be fearful, it's like looking at whatever is coming out in the future as something of hope. Like it's like this movie where it's like, I don't know, but it basically sparks you knowing that this movie exists in the future, sparks a joy that you're like, ugh. It's like a childhood fulfillment, but it's some kind of fulfillment now. You're like a lot older, you've experienced the world differently, where it's, yeah, it's like that kind of perspective of like really underneath this fear that you have of moving forward in different ways in your life and changing so that it fits more authentically you. It's like behind that fear, underneath that fear, what's hiding, where you're like, come out, wherever you are, is hope. Where it's like you had in your younger perspective of life, had this hope of you living life a certain way. And there's something where it's like you are living that life a certain way. And it's like the more that you realize you are the hope, is going to be something where it's like in the moments of frustration, how can you allow the frustration to be forgiven, and then allow yourself to remind yourself of the hope that you have of the future. I don't know. All right. So we have Karma Dakini, the Green Buddha family of the North. Replace envy by focusing on your accomplishments. Okay. So, okay. So seeing others successful in ways where you really wanted to be successful and you still haven't reached it. And you're like, it's never going to happen. It's going to happen for you. All right. This is absolutely for you. Okay. there's something about finding, okay, so it says focus on your accomplishments, by replacing envy. Replace envy with focusing on what you have done so far that you're like, job well done, you know? For instance, like for me, I did yoga this morning, and it's something where it's like, that's like kind of a dream lifestyle kind of daily thing that I would love to do, like on a beach or something. Are you kidding me? Yes. But there's something about me doing that, like, instead of being envious of like the people who do get to do yoga on the beach or whatever, me just doing yoga today is like a job well done. That's like an accomplishment. It's a step closer to, yeah, one day doing yoga on a beach. Yes, one day. But really allowing yourself to reinstate again your past successes, the things that really did go well with you. And I'm getting kind of focusing on more of the recent past so that you can kind of have that familiar sense of memory. Though if it is some kind of really, like, you're really proud of yourself in the past, focus on that no matter how far back in the past it is. All right, we have the red Dakini. Who dances in white? Mahakala's heart. Love is the most powerful force of all. All right. Love is something that can get you to places where your hopes are reality, where you are the hope in your reality. It's something where it's like also able for you to feel that living life isn't so heavy, isn't so desaturated of like lightheartedness. It's something that, yeah, can really like lift off. Like it's, yeah, that forgiveness is lifting that kind of the emotional heaviness of like depression. It's something of that, like allowing yourself to feel lighthearted about matters when it might be like pretty intense, but there's something about forgiving it makes it less intense, makes it kind of more like you're able to handle it in the current moment and you're capable of handling it. And I'm getting, it's like you are like, you knowing it's you, I guess. I don't know, like in the moment, knowing you is like the most important thing I'm getting to really emphasize. Your perspective of self in the moment, of yourself. Vajrapani Haya Griva, guardian at the temple gate. Use your strengths to help someone who is struggling. Okay, interesting. Interesting, the strengths. So there's something I'm getting of, okay, in your birth chart, your sun sign, I'm getting this has a strong, there's a strong trait to this, to like helping others. I don't know, but it's something of like the people that you spot out struggling, you're like specifically, you're like shown that specifically, okay? And it's something of these people, it's not anything other than understanding they caught your attention in their struggles. You have the ability to heal them in ways where it's related to your sun sign in your birth chart. And it's something about like, this is helping the world in the future in ways where it really brings the fire in the ages of ice in society and taboos and places where people have a hard time being their authentic self of who they are now, whenever now is, like in the future. Okay, the 8 manifestations of Padma Sambhava, the lotus-born one. A great teacher is a treasure. Seek to find one. All right, so I'm getting really, if you don't have someone like a mentor, someone that you can talk to, there's something about going within and trusting you as your own teacher and allowing you to guide yourself to whoever it is that you feel like is trustworthy enough to be like teacher material. Because I'm getting that this is going to be someone who you would be sharing very important parts of who you are in the moment, like your story. And it's like something about allowing yourself to give yourself a sign. I don't know how, but like talking with yourself and being like, okay, self, give me a sign of, I don't know, the people, the teachers that I can trust who are in my life right now in this moment. And it's something of letting that go, forgiving it from you. It's free from you. You're free from it. No more responsibility on your end, right? You're off, right? You can go play now. And there's something of that you're going to find someone who is going to be able to help shift your perspective in life where it's like super needed. So yeah. So that is the video. I hope that you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for joining me on this very wonderful ride through the video, I guess, through the topic. I hope you enjoy it. I'll see you in another video. Until next time. I'll see you next time.